Alright, this is going to be a review, overview, first look type video of the TOPDON ArtiDiag 800BT, which I received last Friday. Here's the box, back of the box. Take it open here. Comes with a nice hard case. I guess it's like an in-between hard soft case. Definitely protected if you drop it. Inside, here's the scan tool. Comes with instructions as well as your login code or your registration codes. Comes with a charger. Comes with 3 different country, probably like European type power adapters, which I'm probably just going to throw away because I don't ever plan on taking it to another country. It's got a really heavy duty power cable. That's USB-C, which is nice. Goes in easily, no matter how you put it in. Power adapter, just basic 2-prong with a USB port. On the device, we've got a dustproof, waterproof type cover. It's got your USB-C port for charging, as well as a USB port for, I'm guessing it's like a data link type port for updates and whatnot, if you don't do it over Wi-Fi. And down here is your OBD2 connector, or serial port connector. Goes in there pretty firm. You can see in there. Clicks in. Power buttons right here. Press and hold for like 3 seconds. Goes through the startup process. And this is the most updated version. This is a 2022 update version. Let me turn the brightness down on this so it's easier for you guys to see. I believe this runs off of some sort of Android type operating system. So this is what the main screen looks like. You can do your basic scanning. You can go into your OBD2 manually. You can do the maintenance and service modes. You can go into your folder of stuff that you save, and that's to like look up codes. You can go into, if you need to do updates, you can click update, go through the updates that are available. I already did a couple updates. I did a GM update and I think a Porsche update. The rest of them I don't recognize any of those companies. Probably are from other countries. All right, now we'll take it out to a car, show you how it works. All right, we will start this in a 2011 Chrysler Town & Country. Take your data link connector, plug it into your OBD2 port. Just like any other scan tool. Turn the car on. Alright. Go back to the main menu here. So I can get this to stand up for you. Alright, so we're going to do a basic scan of all the systems, which is called the health report on this. So you just go to scan. I'm going to do auto search, which will automatically find the VIN and the vehicle information. Those beeps means it's connecting to the data link connector. That second beep means it's connected. All right. Okay. Here's all the information about the vehicle. It gives the engine size and other specifics about the vehicle. We're just going to do a basic health report. It says turn it to on, which I already have it there. Now we'll go through and scan all the systems, which this particular model can scan every system in the car, which some of them can only scan, I think, the main 4. This one can scan every computer in the car, which is definitely a plus. As you can see, this car has some issues. All the red means there's an issue that it found. Green means that system is good. I believe there's also a white circle with a X or something in it. I believe that means that the vehicle doesn't have that system. Alright, let me turn the brightness down here a little bit more. So, looks like there's an issue with the power control module, the cabin, compartments, node, instrument cluster, TPMS system, the radio has got an issue. Door module left, door module front right. Looks like everything else is good. Those are all the systems in this car. So we will enter the PCM and look at the code. So here's the module information, which is just pretty much the vehicle information. Here's the code showing code P0513, which is an invalid SCIM key. Now, if you click on it and you have internet, which I do not at the moment, it will search more about that code for you. Look at a couple others. So, the radio, we looked at this one prior. I'll go into the radio. And read fault code. Satellite region mismatch, which this code means that there's an issue with the XM radio or satellite radio where the unit is programmed for one country and for some reason it's off. I'm guessing it's because this XM radio is not set up. I believe it can be fixed by contacting Sirius XM or whoever the XM is through in these Chrysler vehicles, and they can fix that for you by setting the correct country. So look at these door modules. I mean, this portion is really just what anybody can do with basics or a decent scanner, diagnostic tool. So this lost communication with the cabin compartment node. It says an ECU recovery or reset of recovery occurred. Lost communication with the blind spots detection module. So what we're going to do is, it's got all these codes. We're going to clear all the codes and see what comes back. Right, it's just reminding you to make sure the engine is off while you're doing this and that it's in the on position. So it'll go through and clear all of them. We'll see if any come back, because I'm guessing a lot of these are pretty old. Another thing about this, I bought a screen protector for this. It's a glass screen protector. I got it on Amazon. I believe it's for a Silverado or a Tahoe. The screen on this, if you're going from like where the actual glass is, I believe it's like 7¼ inches, something like that, diagonally. This is just a 7-inch screen protector. It's the closest thing I could find quickly. It's probably like $10. All right, this looks like it's cleared everything out. Everything's good now for the time being. We'll check it again on a later date and see if there's anything else that showed up. All right, that's reminding you to pull your data link connector out if you are done. We're going to go through now and go with show you some of the things that this thing, where this thing shines, and that's the maintenance and service portion. It's got a bunch of different things you can do. You can bleed the brakes. I'll show you that real quick. Excuse me. Essentially what this does is it kicks on the ABS to bleed the air from the system. You're supposed to do it when you're actually bleeding the brakes, but it's not going to hurt anything to do it. All it does is kick on the ABS. So ignition is on. Just click bleed brakes. This goes through the instructions about following the service manual. Ensure the brake fluid reservoir is at the proper level before starting this procedure, which I check this vehicle quite often for the brake fluid levels. So we'll go through and hit OK. Brake pedal must be pressed throughout the entire bleed brake procedure. All right, so press the brakes. Hit OK. Oh, there it goes. It did something. Oh. Definitely doing something. It went to the floor, then, yep, it's pressurizing. It's going to go through and do the different. Ooh, that is firm now. So it just goes through and does each one. Whew. That thing is really, really firm now. All right, we'll go back, get out of here, show you what other things this thing can do. All right, a bunch of different things. I can reset airbags. reset brakes, coolant, DPF, your EGR valves, electronic steering, reset your gearbox, your gears, your immobilization, injectors, which is, this can actually code injectors, your knock sensors, your odometer, you can reset your oil light, electronic seats, stop start, sunroofs, electronic suspension, your TPMS system, your tire diameters, your windows, which this had some issue with the windows. I'm not sure what it was, or with the doors. Let's see what the window reset does. It's not supported by this vehicle. So if anything's not supported, it's not because of the tool, it's because of the vehicle, usually, or that they just haven't come out with a update to do that with this vehicle. But it seems to be most often it's the vehicle doesn't support it. Yeah, but this can do quite a bit more than any of their other diagnostic tools, or their mid-level diagnostic tools or basic diagnostic tools. So you can obviously step up to their upper level ones, the tablet size ones, which are more like dealership level. But you can also go in. So when I ran the health report, you can save it. I saved one earlier. You go into your folder. I had it saved under PDF. Here you can see everything. Every vehicle you've done. So I've got Chrysler, I've got a Silverado. There's a Jeep in here, I believe. Those are all I've tested on so far. But anyway, you can go to a PDF. You can save it. You can email it. So here's the vehicle report. It goes through, and it says what there were issues with. Issues with the TPMS sensors, blind spot module, door modules. And then it tells you what systems are good. So you could send this to a customer or whatever. Yep, you can email it. You can send it via Bluetooth if your device is compatible. But you have to have internet for that, and unfortunately I don't right now. What else is there? You can go into like the OBD2 and do systems. Go into each system on its own. So this is checking systems. This will just pretty much tell you what your vehicle has, what's supported, what's not. So, okay. We can go in and you can check data on stuff. So say you want to, let's see. Do some live data. So here's a bunch of different things you can check. So you can run the vehicle for this. You can check your fuel trims and the banks of your fuel. Your O2 sensors, all sorts of stuff. Vehicle speed sensors. Your catalyst temperatures for your exhaust. Throttle sensors. Your accelerator positions. I believe there's another way you can go through and do this too back in the main scan portion. So we're going to go through, do the auto search again. And we're going to do system scans or system selection. So say we want to check something in our body control module. So let's do a data stream. Check out what's going on here. So here is all the stuff inside the VCM. Well, let's just do something simple. Let's check our battery voltage right now. Right now we're at 12.14 volts. Not too bad. You can check your ambient temperature outside. Showing 54.5 degrees, which that's probably about right. Let's check our AC refrigerant pressure. See what that's at. It's probably not going to be at anything because the car's not started, but all right, 5.5 bar, so there is some pressure still. I can check our brake fluid level. That's pretty cool. Let's see where we're at. And this thing can check pretty much everything. I mean, you can check your air-fuel ratios. Okay, so it's, we have normal fluid level. Let's go. Let's check something with the. Oops. No. Let's check something with the front left door module. Do a data stream. So you can see if the switch is working. So let's say we'll do mirror switch pressed up. And we'll do the data stream. And it is saying false right now. But let's see if the switch works. There it goes. Works. So you can test out your electrical issues. Let's go power control module. Test some stuff with the motor. I mean, you can diagnose just about anything with this. I mean, it's definitely not going to be as good as the dealer level ones, but I don't think that this would ever have an issue with most things if you know what you're looking for. So let's check our O2 sensors. O2 fuel feedback. Check the fuel feedback on that. Sensor level. Oh, there's a lot of stuff in here. You can check your torque. Let's just do those for now. So we will start this up and hit OK. So our fuel feedback means it's open, it's getting fuel. We have no torque because we're not really doing anything. Put it up, we go get some torque. Well, anyway, you kind of get the idea that this thing can do quite a bit. We'll go back to the home screen. And also this here, you can look up your fault codes. They give you can get videos for how to repair. Search your fault codes. What's in here? Probably most of this is going to require the internet. Yep. All right. So based on what I've seen, I mean, I've only had this few days. I've used it, tried a couple different vehicles with it. Everything seems to work great from what I've seen. This has the unlimited lifetime updates, which is amazing. I mean, that could save you a ton of money over the long run. And yeah, I know with the Jeep that I tested, that's a newer vehicle. It only threw 3 codes. It was 2 key fob battery low reminders and 1 code for the Park Sense. I believe it's Park Sense sensors. Your backup sensors in the back were blocked by dirt, ice, or snow is what it said, which is nice to know. I mean, it's not anything that'll throw an engine code, but it's nice to know that those the computer's detecting all that. Yeah, I would highly recommend this to anybody, any DIYer, anybody that does this professionally. I mean, this is a handy little tool. It's not very big, but it's got a big enough screen where you can go through everything quickly and efficiently. You can graph everything, you can read everything. The only thing that sets this a little bit different from the upper level ones, the dealership level, is this can only code a couple things, where the upper level ones you can get into coding the computers themselves, which may be nice for somebody that does that quite a bit, but I don't. So this one works perfect for me. So yeah, I'd give this 5 out of 5 stars. I can't get much better than this.